talking. You were initially talking, right? Okay, going back to Tuesday's lesson. These problems will likely have one, multiple, or no answers. You didn't have this show up yesterday, but today there may be multiple, one, or none. When you have an expression that has a fraction in it, and then all your answers look kind of weird, here's your step. What am I noticing about this clue compared to my answers? Give me one thing you notice, silent hand. I'm looking through my answers, I look at this fraction, and I kind of start feeling like my head's gonna explode. Why does that look different? Katie. There's decimals in here. Cameron, row 3, that's your second. 1/2 is not a decimal. However, I could make a second option for my answer. Remember that when you are trying to match expressions, it's kind of like a matching game where you're going through to see if these match each other. 1/2 plus 7x is also 0.5 plus 7x. You can write it as a fraction or a decimal. That's going to be useful to compare these. Now that you have two of your keys, that's going to be used later. Set up a grid. Stop. A is going to be 0.5 times 1 plus 14x. So remember when we did these on Tuesday, you have to check every answer in order for it to see if there's a solution. I'm going to give you some tricks to help speed up this process because it can be really tiring. When you're looking at this thing, remember my goal is either one of these. When 0.5 is outside of parentheses, what do I do to each term, whole class? Multiply. So let's do 0.5 times 1. If I don't know how to do that mentally, I can show some scratch work. What is 0.5 times 1? Hopefully you may be able to do it mentally to speed things up. Cameron. It's 0.5. Anything times 1 is itself. 14 times 0.5. So far we're looking like this is pretty good. What is 0.5 times 14x? Hopefully it is 7. That way it can be the answer. 5 times 4 is 28. Did I do something wrong? No. What did I do wrong? Oh, because 5 times 4 isn't 28. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 1 is 7 plus 2 is 5 times 1 is 5 plus 2 is 7. Then move your decimal. So you just found this expression when you simplified it. 7x is the same as 7x. 0.5 is the same as 0.5. This one works. Circle A. Because there could be multiple, we have to check every one. But I'm looking at B. I'm not going to do any math. How do I know automatically just by looking that it's not going to work? Lee. There's a 2 instead of 1. Because the 0.5 and 0.5 match, 14 and 14 match, the only thing they changed is the 2. So if you have one number that's off, but the other two match, you can cross it out. If you have one that already worked, cross out that one. It doesn't work. Let's head to C. C looks kind of different because I have a 0.2 instead of a 0.5, a 7 instead of a 14. There's two things different, so I gotta check this one. 0.2 times 1/2 or times 1. What is 0.2 times 1, Abe? What is 0.2 times 1? And 7 times 0.2, I'm going to show scratch work. 7 times 2 is 14. Move the decimal once. 0.2 plus 14x, does that match thumb up or thumb down? It doesn't work, Adrian. The 0.2, it doesn't match with 0.5. Cross it out. And let's check 0.2 with 1/2 plus 7x. What do I have to change about this expression before I move any further? Brooklyn. Or you can make the 0.2 a fraction. Either way, because you have both keys, fraction and decimal version, you can choose whichever one you want. Let's go to decimals. I prefer that way. You might be different. 0.2 times 5 is 0.2 times 0.5 is 10. Move your decimal over, and you get 0.1.
Whoa.
Does 0.1 match up here? The moment you see something that doesn't match, you don't have to go any further. Cross it out, and you know you have your answer. You checked everything, B, C, and D. A should be your answer. Last example, then you try. We're going to skip example 3 today. Go ahead. Think about how 1/10 could be a decimal. Look at your sprint sheet. If you're not sure what that is mentally, you have a cheat sheet. I think we had 1/10 on there. What was 1/10 as a decimal? Brooklyn. Okay, so let's rewrite this. We need the decimal version and the number version. 0.1x plus 0.5 is the same as 1/10 x plus 5. Let's start tackling some answers to guess and check. 0.1 times x plus 50. Let's write that on A. What's my first step, Adrian? Yeah. Is it just one? Okay. So far, we're doing pretty good. It looks like it matches. What is 0.1 times 50? I don't know. I'm going to do some scratch work. I'll take a hint. They're close, but try again. Nope. Pay attention to your decimal. Nope. It's 5.0. So 5 or 5.0 works. It's the same thing. So this matches that exactly. Circle A. Let's look at 1/10. Without doing any work, could I possibly just circle B?
Yeah.
How do you know, Abe? Tell me more.
Because 1/10 equals 0.1. So it's like the same.
It's exactly the same. The only thing that's different as well is the 50 and the x. But remember, you can flip-flop these if they have the same sign in front. Hands to yourself. That works. Check it off and circle it. So far, A works, B works. C looks really weird.
Does not work.
What would I change about 250 divided by 5? Can I simplify that at all, Carson? How would I simplify it? Let's see what it is. 250 divided by 5 is something simpler, and if I divide it, 25 by 5 is 5, 0 by 5 is 0. So this thing is x plus 50. Stella, does that match any of our options? Hold up. Yeah, I think, did I do that right? Yes, I did. Does it match any of our options, Stella? Which one does it match? It's close to this one, but what's different about it? Yeah, and so to figure it out, I would have to simplify. So let's do 0.1 times x and 0.1 times 50. Did I already do 50 times 0.1?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was up here. So this is the same. This guy does work. Check it off and circle it. I'll take a hint. Abe, thanks for contributing. Yeah.
The denominator is too big
This one?
for C, not number C.
So for C, you just divided 250 by 5. Benaya, stop. Stop.
And then the 0.
Because you divided it, it turned into 50. So 50 went in here, we multiplied it.
Oh.
So 0.1 times 50 is that.
Oh.
The last one, I'm looking at this and automatically I'm crossing it out. Why can I cross out D without doing any of the math? Keely, what do you think? Compare D with B. What do you notice? So both of them match exactly, except for what? There's one thing that's different. Katie, what is it? So 1/10 times 50 got me the right answer. 1/10 times 5 is not going to work. I don't have to check my answer because I know it's wrong. Cross it out. A, B, and C is your answer. You try number 1. Let's do a clean start and end our Friday 100%. Pencil up for the you try. It looks like this. I will give you a hint. I don't care about the answer. Don't just circle what you saw. I need to see work for this. Pencil up. You got 2 minutes, and then I'll throw something on the board. Go. Keely, I need pencil. Right, 1/5 x plus 5, so it looks like a decimal for me. Lee, what other expression can I use? 0.2x, correct. Plus 5. Abe, it's okay. He's not feeling good, just leave him alone. E, let's check it. 0.2 times x plus 25. Does it become 0.2x plus 5? 0.2 times x is 0.2. 25 times 0.2. Hopefully it is 5. Let's check. 25 times 0.2. Hopefully it is 5. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 2 is 4. Plus 1 is 5. Move the decimal over 1 time. You got 5 there. And this matches exactly. Circle E. Abe.
Okay, so back to the 25 times 0.2. You move it over to the right, then you move it over to the left. Why?
So I just counted up here. Did you think I moved the decimal over to the right here?
Yeah.
So I just counted. I wanted to know how many digits were to the right of the decimal. So I said there's 1 digit. So that's telling me it moves over once. There's 1 digit, so it moves over once.
Okay.
Okay, so it's 5.0 or 5. That works. Check it off. Let's check if F would work. Katie, give me the simplified version of 1/5 times 25 plus x. Let's do it together. What would I start by doing, Katie? Sure. And cross cancel, what's left over? Yeah. So far it's looking pretty good. This is a 5, which matches one of my numbers. Is 1/5 times x 1/5 x? Yeah. Anything times an x is itself. So that can rewrite like this. And B or F works. Check it off, circle F. Why can I cross out G without doing any work? What do I notice, Abe?
Because there's a 10.
Yeah, the 10x doesn't match the x, and it's one of the only things that's different. I know 0.2 is the same here, so it's not going to work. Cross out G.
Neither does H.
H is going to be 1/5 times 5, and it should be 1/5 times 25. Cross it out, it doesn't work. Head to page number 6. You got 6 minutes to work on your homework. Your homework tonight is classwork and homework combined. This page number 6 looks like that. You're going to start on number 1 and write classwork and homework 1 through 7. Right above independent practice, classwork and homework 1 through 7. I'm combining these. You don't have a separate homework page. If you're diligent in the next 7 minutes, you should have a good dent of your homework done. So you finish 1 through 7. If you don't finish in class, it becomes homework. If you're a little bit stuck, like say a 1 out of 2 confidence-wise out of 5, I'm going to put the first few steps for 1 on the board. I'm going to let you think for a minute so you're prepped and you're gearing your mind towards that past the and I'll give you a hint. There is one correct answer for number 1. There's one correct answer. Cool. You can put the whole thought. Let's get started. I'm going to give you a head start if you were stuck. Here's your boost for your homework. 3/5 plus 15x is the same as 0.6 plus 15x. I'm checking 0.6, and let's check A first. That looks pretty promising. 0.6 times 1 plus 25x. What is 0.6 times 1? It is 0.6. What is 0.6 times 25? Help me out if you did it. Can you raise your hand? 25 times 0.6? Okay, fine. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 3 is 15. So this is 15. Makes my heart happy because it matches. That means I found an answer. Circle it. Using this, I can cross out every single answer, B, C, and D, without showing any math. 0.6 times 9 is not going to be 0.6 times 25. Cross it out. 0.8 times 1 is not 0.6. Cross it out. 0.8 times 1 is not 0.6. Cross